Yo, this is Big Boss Real Talk. Today, I'm going to do a reaction homeboys video. Shout out to PIP, players in Pattaya. Jay is a ex-military combat veteran at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Fully retired or whatnot from the service, combat veteran. But now he's living his best life in Thailand. Pattaya, Thailand to be specific. Cool brother, known about him actually for years through another Travel Bro associate. Shout out to ATL Rob or Rob Brazil. I didn't even know that was his homeboy that he was talking about all this time. But it's a small world with the Travel Bros. But anyway, he came on my radar through Rob Brazil, and now he's in my travel group and all this shit. And he had recently started a YouTube channel a few months back, and again, that YouTube channel is Players in Pattaya, or PIP. I actually had him on my channel. He pulled up on a few panels, and I had actually did a featured interview with the young brother before, a few weeks back. And I will be going to Thailand next week. It's going to be lit. And I also plan to hook up with the brother boots on the ground when I finally make it back to Thailand, Pattaya. Big Boss will link up with Jay, players in Pattaya. But like I said, he just put out a video a day or so ago, and I wanted to react to it. The name of the video is Pattaya is MGTOW, or MGTOW is Pattaya. So what is MGTOW? First of all, some of you guys might not be familiar with that topic, that term. MGTOW, it comes from the red pill or the manosphere. MGTOW, MGTOW, means men going their own way. It's just one segment of the red pill philosophy with men-centric content, okay? When men are going their own way, they're disassociating themselves from the American dating and relationship system because they feel that feminism has taken over a lot of segments of America, and especially in family courts, okay, and where it's making it a not fair advantage for the men. Now, you had all these decades of women always fighting for women's rights and equal rights of women. But now it seems the table has turned to, it's not even about equality. The laws have finally basically gave women almost everything that they wanted from the legal aspects, but it made an unfair advantage to them against the men. And so a lot of men just being men and not gonna put up with it. So a lot of men are going their own ways, and even in that, going in your own way means a few different things to a few different people. To some, that means cutting out all relationships. Others, that means basically just not getting in a serious relationship, not being married. Others, that means a lot of guys, that just means travel. Okay, so that's basically in a nutshell. It's more to it than that. There's a whole side of YouTube that deals with MGTOW. Years ago, when I first got into the red pill space, I came through the MGTOW lane, and some of the main MGTOW content creators I watched was Sandman, Turfling and Monkey, crazy name, right? And others, white content creators. And then years later, I found out about the black side of the red pill with Obsidian and even O'Shea Duke Jackson and the likes of those, Coach Greg Adams, So it's a serious thing, right? Whether It was mainstream or not. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, in a way, could be considered red pill-ish, but because red pill now is basically the understanding of female nature. And that's the core of what red pill is. Red pill is waking up to the reality. You're waking up to the reality of female nature. Now, manosphere is just the sphere of YouTube and social media that's male-centric. And MGTOW is being going our way. So you can see there's things that actually interlock and play into each other. It gets deep. It gets deep. Trust me, there's books on the stuff, and I know because I bought several books. Haven't had a lot of time to read them, but I've bought several books I still got to read. So it's even off of YouTube, into printed material, into books, lectures, the whole 9 yards. It's just the mainstream media just doesn't talk about it. But trust me, it's been a growing movement that's about ready to explode if it didn't already. And so, a lot of this modern women walking around clueless, la 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 la, just thinking everything is sweet, everything is hilly-willy. Everything is not sweet. Everything is not sweet. But like I said, to get back on track, the brother Jay, players in Pattaya, put out this video. I just want to react. Few key points in it. Of course, I went over it a couple times. I talked to the brother. Shout out to Jay. Again, when I make it to Thailand, me, Big Boss, and Jay, we're going to hook up. We're going to do some interviews on that rooftop of the Grand Hotel. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have our Grand. And the Grand is cool. When I went to Thailand at one time, back in 2019, I stayed at the Grand Hotel. So the Grand is grand. That rooftop up there got a great view of the beach, the Pattaya Bay, the sign. It's dope. Yeah, this shit is dope, man. This shit remind me of, especially down there along Beach Road. This shit remind me of Miami, South Beach. When I went down there. Right on there in boats, man. Ooh, the sun is hot out here, boy. The sun is beaming, and of course the temperature is hot, and the sun is beaming. You down there got to be in the shade. I don't know Southeast Asia get hot like this. Damn. But we right by the water, so you knocked off with a sea breeze. Some cool shit, man. Just ate breakfast. Homegirl that spent the night. Morning. Shit dope. That nigga Robert took me we literally, now I'm looking at it, we really went to the very end and then back. No wonder why that shit took like 3 hours. That shit's crazy, bro. I walked to Sacramento, bro. Nah. From Beach Road. We literally walked that whole circle to that end and then back last night. But that's where the hoes be at night. So I'm gonna check it out. So much to do, man. So much to do, so little time. Real talk. Big boss. And I noticed where, very smart, that's where Jay does a lot of his vlogs on the rooftop of the Grand Hotel. So, but like this one right here, he's saying that Pattaya is MGTOW, that the city of Pattaya, a men's paradise, a men's playground for single men. Even that is Pattaya. That's men living life on their own terms. So we're gonna look at listen to a few key points, and we're gonna break it down. So let's get it. Yee!
I just started traveling in 2017. Before I ever started traveling, I used to listen to MGTOW videos, right? Just from all different type of content creators. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to what some of these guys had to say, and they said a lot of real shit. You know what I mean? They said a lot of real shit. People like Sandman. I used to listen to some of his videos. You know, he said a lot of real shit on there. Hell, there's even been from MGTOW. You've even had certain categories, at least from the Black American male experience, of what it's like to go your own way. But all in all, MGTOW is for all men because, you know, feminism, it affects everybody. You know what I mean? It affects men of all nations, man. It ain't just a white American thing. Like it ain't just what the white American woman is doing with the white American man, or the black American woman is treating the Black American man. This stuff is global. It's happening all over the world, man. So MGTOW videos definitely have helped me when, you know, some years ago before I started traveling. But what I'm trying to say here, though, I'm saying Pattaya is MGTOW. Like when you go to Pattaya, you're gonna learn that real quick. When you come out here, this is the embodiment of you going your own way. This is it. There's no other place on the planet, that you can party Monday through Sunday.
I did 2 days Bangkok and 5 days Pattaya. And
this is real time. Did you like the fact that there was a party every day?
Man, what are you talking about, man? You don't know the difference from a Tuesday to a Saturday to a every day is a freaking Saturday. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Ladies every day. Cheap rates, cheap beer, cheap hotels, good food. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's happy. And this place is designed for you, the single male. It's designed for you. You know, Pattaya, this place has been an R&R, rest and relaxation destination since like the 60s. You know, for military servicemen back in the Vietnam War, they used to come out here to relax, to get away from the war, right? So what's happening right now between man and woman? We're in a war. We're in a social war.
Gender war. Right
Ever
now.
since the 70s and shit, man. Men are being destroyed. Emotionally, mentally. You know, you got guys that be committing suicide in the United States. Not just the United States, just in the West. Canada, Australia, Europe. You know what I mean? That's like where the belly of the beast is, or the mother of where feminism operates. And I would go as far to say the United States is just like the chief headquarters of this shit, man. Listen.
Yeah, that's some real shit he was saying. Yeah, that's why I was saying with shout out when I had my interview with Barbaro TV last week. I said that Thailand, the whole Southeast Asia, right? That Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, over there, the Southeast Asia, the Vietnam Peninsula. Thailand was one of the rest and relaxations, R&R spaces for the military servicemen, you know, being rotated in and out of Vietnam. You know, the military servicemen being rotated in and out of Vietnam combat zone. They were a lot of them were going to Thailand as a rest and relaxation. So it's funny how things come full circle, right? When you look at it at that aspect, is that analogy. Whereas we are in a gender war right now, man versus women here in the States. And a lot of these other places or our rest and relaxation away from this damn war zone that's the Matrix. So he was spot on for that. He says a lot of other good stuff. I went through the video. Later in the video, he was saying how he said the West is basically, and now the West is fallen. The West is the woman's haven. It's a female's heaven, right? It belongs to feminism for the most part. But he said, shout out to Jay. He says Pattaya is a man's paradise. It's men's heaven. You know what I'm saying? Other stuff he was saying that, like I say, man, whatever ails you, whatever relationship that ails you, Thailand could pretty much fix it. And again, I want to say shout out to Richie Mack, Zoom to Thailand. We all see what he did, right? And his channel blew up behind it. We see what he did. He left the States. He left Los Angeles, went to Thailand, and ain't looked back. It got him a nice, cool thing and doing whatever he do, living his best life. Shout out to Richie Mack, Zoom to Thailand, right? Shout out to Chocolate Man in Thailand, who I have an interview coming up this week. Shout out to Chocolate Man in Thailand. Shout out to all the travel bros who realize, go where you are appreciated, not where you are tolerated. And that's just some real shit. I don't want this video to be 20-25 minutes as it is. A lot of times it takes as long as it takes, man. I see right now Big Boss is not a 3-minute dude. It's not a 5-minute dude. My video is going to be 12, 14, 15, 16 minutes. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of times to convey information, it takes as long as it takes, right? And so it is what it is. But anyway, you guys make sure you go check out my guy, Jay, Players in Pattaya, PIP, Players in Pattaya. Small channel, but he's up and coming. And like I say, follow along a Bossy Boss, because in little more than 1 week's time, Boss will be in Thailand, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Boss is going to bust it up. Too bad about that new anti-recording law. They do have an anti-recording law in public, so you got to be real slick with it. And this is bad timing. That law hits right before I get there, so I won't be able to film the way I want to film. But I'm still going to get it in for the most part, and I'm going to show what I can show, and I'm definitely going to speak on it. Even if I can't show everything visually, I'm definitely going to speak on it. So make sure you tune in to Bossy Boss, Big Boss, Real Talk is the channel, and make sure you also mess with my guy, Players in Pattaya. That's what it is. Big Boss, Real Talk. Peace. Oakland.
Big Boss.